But yeah.
Ellerslie is beautiful. I don't even know, does Ellerslie have farms?
Oh my gosh, yes, that's most of Ellerslie.
I know about the fire department and the one neighborhood I've been in since the tornadoes came through. I'm good friends with the volunteer fire department if you need a fireman for something.
Oh yeah.
For something.
Hopefully we won't. Hopefully we won't need them while we're in town.
That would probably be a bad
It was
thing.
hilarious. I was driving over here because my character is like real dirty. I was looking at my fingernails. My fingernails were so dirty. I was like, people are gonna think I'm a creep. Remember Dennis the Menace, the guy that was near the river? Like the little creepy guy that was under like the free. Do you remember that guy? And he had those creepy fingernails. That's what it always reminded me of.
Nope. No idea.
Nope, all good.
Nope. That's a lot of things around here, though. People will say something like, do you remember? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm probably the youngest one here.
You're much younger than me, for sure.
I'm younger than you. By a couple months. I'm younger than Julie and Olivia. I just graduated from college in December.
Oh, yeah?
So I am
Where'd you go to school?
Florida.
Cool.
Born and raised. Love it. And you're from California, so totally opposite end.
It was Chicago and California.
Okay.
I was in Chicago for a little while when I was growing up, and then we moved back to California, but I was born in Huntington Beach.
Wow. I bet that's beautiful. I've never been there.
It's not. It is nice down there for sure. We're very blessed for sure to live in California. Am I super shiny?
I don't know.
We'll see. Okay.
I was sweating really bad earlier, so I hope I'm not.
I have some oil blotting sheets if you want, but
I put La Mer on, and it's just the lotion itself has like,
Oh.
it's fine.
I walked all the way up and down 18th earlier, knocking on doors. Bad day to wear all black.
at least you learned something today.
Don't wear all black on a day you're supposed to be walking up and down the street.
Yeah.
This ain't holding up there anymore, Aaron. Are you good to go? Oh, okay. Well,
Do you need backup?
yeah, that's you. That's hot. There we go. There we go.
So have you had much time to breathe? Just been busy shooting?
Not at all, to be honest. I got in 2 days early, maybe 3 days early, and we went straight in. We went straight into fittings and wardrobe, and then we, right away because we're shooting nights for the aptly named movie, The Long. So no, I haven't. I've stayed around where we are, to get food, but I'm getting picked up at 3 o'clock to be on set at 3:45, and I'm shooting until 5 a.m. Not going to bed till 6, and then I'm in the gym, and then I got to work out before I go to set or whatever. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's worth it if you get the movie that the director wants. The product ends up being worth it. It's a Bruce Willis movie.
Well worth it.
Yeah.
Biggest thing to come here in a hot minute, as far as I know. It's the biggest thing to come here in a hot minute, as far as I know.
You did Need for Speed here, right?
We were soldiers. What's the name of it?
Yeah, we were soldiers. Fort Benning. Mel Gibson.
Those are the two biggest ones lately.
Aaron Paul is my buddy, and I told him we were coming here.
How does he remember?
Yeah.
Well, that's impressive. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Who was that?
He's the lead of Need for Speed. Do you ever see Breaking Bad?
No. I watch very, very
Just gonna
girly shows.
assume you haven't seen it if we mention it.
Have you seen Westworld?
No.
He's in the new season of Westworld.
No.
Season 3?
The new season, whatever it is. Yeah, I don't watch it, but he's going to be like one of the leads in the new season. That was a big casting.
We're good? All right. So we're just going to kind of go straight into it. Tell me a little bit about your role and what you can tell us about the movie.
Yeah, so the movie's called The Long Night, and it kind of follows two parallel stories between Chad Michael Murray and Bruce Willis, and myself, my character, and my brother in the movie. And my brother, there's an incident that occurs with my brother and I, and we have to go seek help. We need help, and we end up intersecting with Chad Michael Murray and Bruce's character at a farm, you know, in the middle of nowhere, and it kind of documents what happens that night, what transpires for the rest of the long night.
And how would you describe the genre? We've heard kind of several different descriptions. How would you describe it?
You know, it's a action thriller, I would say. It's going to have a lot of suspense, but with any Bruce Willis movie, you're going to get a lot of action. You know, he's the best at it. So, yeah, it's an action thriller. You're going to get but there's a lot of suspense tied in. It's moody and, yeah, I mean, action thriller for sure, with emphasis on thriller.
Okay. And I mean, what has it been like working with such big names? I mean, those two guys have been around forever, both of them.
Yeah, the first time I've ever met Chad, he's a great guy. He's a professional. You know, he started on One Tree Hill, and it's crazy. Now he's on what's the name of that? Riverdale, and from One Tree Hill to Riverdale, he's done 100 other things, and he's a humble, great guy. He's got his family here, and I got to meet them, and they're all wonderful. And Bruce, of course, you know, he's a superstar. He's a superstar, and I got to do all my stunts with Bruce, and I got to, like, one moment I kind of pinched myself. Like, Bruce and I were improvising stunts, and I was like throwing fake knees at Bruce Willis, and it was like, holy cow, I'm doing stunts with Bruce Willis. I'm wrestling Bruce Willis around a kitchen right now. Like, it was, it's very cool. It's a pinch yourself type moment, you know. But it's enjoyable. It's really euphoric. I haven't had a chance for it to all settle in yet, but it's definitely euphoric.
And I know we did some research, and you've worked with some other really big names as well. I mean, John Travolta I saw, Sylvester Stallone I saw. What, besides this project, obviously, what has been your favorite so far?
My favorite project?
Yeah.
My favorite movie? Oh, wow. You know, I've definitely been blessed to work on a variety of projects, and every single one has their pros, you know. It's usually the people I get to meet that are my favorite part, like the new directors, and every project I meet or make a new friend or a group of new friends. So there's no really one project that's been my favorite thus far. And I've also been lucky enough to do film and TV, so they're polar opposites. One, you get a finished product, whereas TV kind of keeps going. Like, we shoot it and we're done with the film, right? Whereas TV, it kind of keeps going. If you shoot a pilot, like I did a pilot for ABC, that Vin Diesel produced, and it was cool, and I was the lead of it. It didn't get picked up, so there was no closure on that one, if that makes sense. But the people I met were hands down the best part of that. And same with this movie and the other films I've done. So, yeah, I don't really have a favorite, I guess.
Have you ever shot in Georgia before?
Yeah, I shot in Buckhead in Atlanta. I did Escape Plan, and I was there for, over a month filming, and that was Stallone and Batista, Titus Welliver, 50 Cent, Jamie King. It was a really awesome cast. And so I loved Atlanta. I was there, yeah, like I said, about 6 weeks, and we got to travel and move around. I had an easier schedule when I was there, so.
Yeah, so not like this time where you're kind of constantly moving.
Yeah, when you're shooting the long night, unfortunately we have long nights because we gotta get the movie, you know. Yeah, so the schedule, it is what it is. It's not too tough, you know. Also, I'm from California, which is 3 hours behind, so really I'm wrapping at 2 a.m. if you think about it, instead of at 5 a.m. So it's not as bad as it would be. When I go back to California, I'm actually getting those 3 hours back, and I'll be on a 2 a.m. schedule, which isn't too bad.
Comparatively, yeah.
Comparatively, right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
And you were tell us a little bit about what your schedule is right now. I know you said overnights, but you were telling us a little bit more descriptive earlier, kind of how your day runs through.
Yeah, we're on a 12-hour shoot schedule. So crew's there actually earlier, which is crazy how hard all these people work to get this product made. When you're behind the scenes of this film and you take a look at all the moving parts. It's incredible what it takes just to get us on camera. It really is incredible. But so yeah, 12-hour shoot days, and right now it's been about 3:30 pickup, and I shoot till about 4:30 or 5 because you get an hour break for lunch. Yeah, and then I get home around 5. Go to bed around 5:30 because I got to decompress, and I'm probably up the next day around 11. I'm going to Max Fitness in town, trying to get a workout in, and then getting picked up again the next day to go to set and do it all over again.
Does it ever get tiring? I mean, that's a lot.
It could, but at the end of the day, I just remind myself that I'm grateful to be working. I'm leading a movie, and this opportunity is, they're not that they're few and far between, but I'm blessed to have this opportunity. I truly am, and I have to remind myself that, hey, you're only here for a certain amount of time. Go put in the work, and yeah, of course it's hard, but it's also awesome. Like I'm doing what I love to do, so that's motivating enough for me, anyways.
And speaking of, I know you literally just said you love this. You were an Olympic athlete.
I was, yeah.
And before that, you were an actor. So how did that all come about?
Yeah, so, yeah, it's kind of an interesting story. Both my sisters were models growing up, and I would always want to follow them to auditions, because one of my sisters was also an actor. She'd done a bunch of commercials, and she was on Ryan Seacrest at one point, and things like that. And I'd always want to follow them. I was heavily involved in sports from a young age, and I'd always want to follow them. And I kind of had this envy about them going up to Hollywood and auditioning and whatever. But my athletic career kind of took off when I was pretty young. I was 15 years old or 16, and I made the USA national team from a very young age. And I didn't really look back, and I didn't really ever check in with myself. Like, hey, is this what I really want to be doing? I had set these goals, and I was going to achieve them no matter what. But was it my calling, or was that what I was supposed to be doing? And so after the Olympics, and I'm so proud to be an Olympian, proud to have experienced that with my family and the community I come from. They were all behind me. It was an amazing moment. But I took some time. I signed a contract and was playing pro in Italy, and I just took some time to discern what it is I want in my life and what it is that I want to be and do with my time on this earth. I mean, who knows? It's a very finite thing, and I just I said, shoot, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for what I want to do. I want to be an actor full time. I just want to be a professional actor, and that was at 26 years old. I was like, sorry guys, I'm gonna go pursue that again. I'm gonna go for that 100%, and I swear that was it. There was no looking back, and here we are, some 6-7 years later.
When did you know you made it? Like when?
Oh, I don't even think I have yet. So I'm still hustling. It's a grind. This is a tremendous opportunity for me to show up and prove myself, and then hopefully I can stack one on top of the other and have a long career. Acting is so subjective, but yet we can control the improvements and getting better as an artist. And I don't think I will ever make it. It's not one of those things you can win. One role could be you could crush, but the next one you kind of drop the ball. So and that could be for the rest of my life. And that's the cool thing about it. As a competitor, you can't win acting. You can't really go beat it. You can always improve, and it's most of it is self-improvement and getting better as a man, as a person, as an artist, as all of the things, as a businessman, as all of it.
Gotcha. Let me see what we've touched on. I know we've touched on most of this. You mentioned Max Fitness. What other parts of Columbus have you visited?
Hooters, Olive Garden, Walmart. Yeah, I don't have much time, so the coffee bar in the hotel lobby I've spent a lot of time at. I haven't had much time. I wake up, I go to Max Fitness, I drive there with the producer George Furla. He's an amazing guy. He did Lone Survivor. He's done End of Watch. He's got The Irishman coming out with Scorsese. The producers on this film are incredible. And then Matt Eskandari as well. I have to mention him. My director is also fantastic. But anyways, yeah, George and I go to the gym at Max Fitness, and then I get dropped back off at the hotel, and it's like, do I have time? All right, I'm going to Chipotle. And there's all the stuff. Like, there's a Walmart. I bought fishing poles from Walmart because I get like an hour or two break on set, and I'll walk over to like one of the local ponds, and I'll go fish, which I love to do. It kind of shuts my brain off. But tonight I'm going to the Loft, which I've heard is supposed to be pretty good.
Good music.
Yeah, and tonight's live music there, right? It's Wednesday? Is it Wednesday today?
I think so.
Is it Wednesday? Yeah.
No,
And
is that when they have live music?
Yeah,
It's free blues night.
yeah, it's Wednesday night. Yeah, so we made a reservation, or they don't even do reservations; they do reserves. Yeah, so I have a
goodness.
reserve, which means if there's a big wait, we're first in line. But yeah, we're going to the Loft tonight, and then we'll see, because the Stanley Cup playoffs, Game 7 are on, so hopefully we can watch those at one of the downtown bars or
Who
something.
you rooting for?
I don't know. I just want to see a good game. You know, it's Game 7.
Hockey.
Yeah,
I like hockey. I'm a hockey fan. I'm from Tampa, so
Okay.
Lightning is a big thing where I'm
right.
from.
Oh yeah. So
Even
who
though
do you
they're
want?
not in it, but
Do you want
I'm a Lightning fan.
You want-
In this, I don't care about who's in this one.
The Bruins or the Blues? What's gonna happen?
I don't know. I feel like the Bruins may have it.
I don't know. They were down. Was it 3-1 in the series? I think. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see a good game, and it's been such a physical series that, and I've missed most of the games because we've been shooting nights. Yeah, I'm an NBA fan, so.
Gotcha. Okay. Last thing before I see if these guys have any questions. Last question I have was: are you planning on doing anything fun maybe when shooting wraps up? We got the Chattahoochee River, we got the zip lining.
We talked about going whitewater rafting. It just depends on when my flight back is. I would love to. I want to go whitewater rafting. And then you have a zip line.
Yeah,
To Alabama or something?
Yeah, across the state lines.
Yeah, I've heard that's pretty fun. It's really fast. I would love to check that out. We're gonna have a big rap party, obviously, with all the cast and crew, which will be fun. But yeah, it just all depends on my flight back and when I gotta get back. If I have time, I will absolutely be whitewater rafting, 100%. But I can't do it while I'm shooting because the bond company or the insurance company would absolutely freak out. Mid-movie, the actor drowns. It's not good.
That would be
No.
that would be good.
Although it would be ironic if I drown, considering I'm a water polo player.
Yeah.
Yeah, the irony in that would be, it's not. I shouldn't be laughing. It's not funny.
What about after coming back to Columbus? Would you come back to Columbus for another film?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Georgia still has amazing tax incentives and stuff, so I think there's going to be a lot of. I mean, we'll see. Obviously, with the political landscape and stuff, I don't know. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of things that are a lot of moving parts. But yeah, of course, this is my second time being in Georgia. Columbus has been amazing. The people are super friendly. Ubers are readily accessible, which is very important, because I don't have a rent-a-car or anything. It's not that unfamiliar to me. It's similar to kind of where I grew up in Chicago. It's very similar. So yeah, I feel at home here. There's everything you need: big theaters, bowling alleys, all the food you want. Like, it's cool. I absolutely 100%. Yeah.
Awesome. Can we
You pretty much answered what I was gonna ask, so
Yeah.
good job.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of touched on it.
Can we
That's
get
what's
you
next.
just saying something like, "Hey Columbus, come watch the long night," or thank you, something just to our viewers as a whole, like Columbus and the surrounding area. Is that possible for you to say?
Yeah. Do you want me to say it to the camera?
Yeah, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, on behalf of the cast and the crew of The Long Night, I'd just like to say thank you to Columbus for hosting us and being such an accommodating host. We're enjoying filming here, and we look forward to sharing our finished product with you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
That'll
Yeah,
be great.
thank you.
Anything else you want us to touch on?
No, I think that's it.
Think we hit on most of the questions.
Yeah, that's cool.
Are we good?
Y'all just chit chat, so I can get some coffee shots.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
What are you doing until you have to go back to shoot then?
I'm going to the loft tonight. I'm going to go to the gym after this. I got to eat. And I'm shooting 80 pages of script, so I got a lot of. The script is fully memorized, but every day you get a new call sheet, and we cover what we're shooting that next day. And so I work on it, and
How do you memorize 80 pages?
it's a muscle. I think it's a muscle. I think it grows with time. Like the more memorization you practice, the better. Although I have a special memory, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty lucky. I'm fully off book right now, and I'm kind of surprised myself. Like, if someone picks up a script and they start reading, I'm like, yep, let's go. But I think that maybe comes from doing a lot of theater, because there's a lot of guys I know that do 2-hour plays, and they don't get takes. They just go out there and Solo Man show. I think Jake Gyllenhaal just did a monologue that was like an hour long with Tom Sturridge, and it's an hour-long monologue. Wham, just talking for an hour. He's fully that's pretty incredible to be fully memorized like that.
That's some crazy talent.
Crazy.
I can't talk for 3 minutes straight, and that's what I do every single day.
Yeah, it's a muscle though. You start small. You start with a paragraph, and then as it grows, you grow, and it gets easier to memorize for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any recommendations for the loft. I've only been there one time.
So the loft has the upstairs where you'll be for the music. It's a pretty steep stairs too. I'm very clumsy, so I have to walk like this. But the downstairs is the restaurant portion, and if you're able to, I know you're working out a lot, but if you're able to get dessert, they have cheesecake and layer cakes that are just like literally this tall. And they're homemade daily. Like there's a woman who delivers them to a few of the restaurants in downtown. I would say get it. You have to skip your dinner, do it. Just eat the dessert.
My buddy will. The guy I'm going with will get it. I don't really do sugar.
We'll smell it then.
I got one of those occupational hazards where I have to take my shirt off for a living.
So sugar.
It's
Not a good
and
friend.
it sucks. It's like I just want to get cast in a role where I'm like that average guy, like, and I could go live at home and be on like a Kevin James, or something. That's what I want. Like I want to be on a multicam for 10 years where I'm Chris Pratt, old Chris Pratt, not new. Yeah, exactly, not new Chris Pratt.
Yeah, maybe not. Just look at it.
I'll try. I could
I've
try.
never even had that. I've only been here 6 months.
Oh, yeah?
So
It is so
Under 20
good.
years and I haven't had it, so.
These children do not go out. Well, you go out.
Katie and I go out every weekend, but
No, like I live on the north side of town, so I'm like never down there where all that is, but it's like a pretty cool scene.
Apparently, that's like the scene, the only scene, right? Like that's where you go out.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, we'll be out once I wrap the movie on whatever day I wrap. I don't know, but we'll be out for sure.
There's stuff to do. It's just.
It depends on what crowd you're looking for. If you're wanting all of